Top. We up. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Back again. Back again. What's up? What's up? Let's go. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody catching this live. Shout out to everybody that was on point catching this live today. It's August the 1st. We halfway through the summer almost. A couple more weeks back to school. So we got to do some hot days, but we back. What's good, y'all? Shout out to everybody that's up and ready. What's up, Latasha Jordan? What's up? Shout out to New York. What's up, Matt? What's up, my brother? What's up, family? All right, let's get into it, y'all. It's Saturday morning, man. We don't got time to wait around. We got a lot to talk about today. Let's go. The facts are the facts. The facts are in. All right, so being that all the spectacles played out, all the stuff happened already, show's over. Nice try. Nice try. Now we're going to get into the facts, which is the scoreboard, which is the official numbers of this game. It's not about those Billboard charts. First thing first. It's always about the money. Corporations don't play this game for people not to make money. It's always about the money. That's first. The Billboard charts are the reflection of the money. The record sales are the reflection of the money being made and generated. The record sales being documented is the tracking of the financial success for the corporations. So, like I said, when I have fun in this game, I look at it like comic books, wrestling. In wrestling, you got your favorite characters, but a wrestling match is a wrestling match. When you watch wrestling, son, did you not watch wrestling no matter who it was because you just like wrestling? Well, this music thing the same way. But once it got into online, they started to manipulate the game. Now you're going to pick this one over that one. See, you might have liked Hulk Hogan. You might have liked Andre the Giant. You might have liked Ultimate Warrior, Junkyard Dog. Even though they fight each other, you still like all of them the same. But see, it's all being exposed now, y'all. So I get to bring it up to date. Come and have fun. It's fun. It's fun to see. It's fun to see how we was already on point from day one to watch everybody lie, indulge in lies. We watched full-time hate campaigns. I just think the whole hate on Drake was the fact that he's light-skinned, and I also think a lot of people like him. I also think it was a lot of jealousy because it had nothing to do with music. You also have proof the energy they had of calling Drake the 69 guard. They didn't call nobody else the number 70 guard. Drake's name is not on no list, but somehow he was the 69 guard, and Kendrick done ran and been running ever since. So, we just get into the facts today that Rick Ross officially flopped. Yes, he did. It's not all his fault, but a lot of it is his fault. Now, Michelle, we got proof. So, like I said, everything around here is late because 2024, I already said what it is. Drake's career is not over. He'll be back. What's going to happen to American music is going to crash. They ain't going to have no more hits. They ain't going to have no more fun. And I said if Kendrick take over the game, it's going to be boring and corny. Bingo. Bingo. They've been trying to give you the game, YG. Everybody they're trying to put out is not going to measure up to Drake. Meek Mill trying to come back out. They are delusional. They don't want to accept the fact that their time is up and Drake done destroyed them. Guys, if they all come out right now, they still won't top Drake. I'm talking about we can take 5 rappers, put them together right now. They still ain't going to top him. But what's the thing with Drake they don't want to talk about? He never stopped working. So if you want to accuse him of anything, he never stopped working. Everybody else is playing these roles. Now, what's the last thing I told these people around here? 2 years plus, right? Remember we spoke about how this culture is global. And I said Drake is global. Prove the stats way back when. That's what I say. They don't even know. The people that talk on this youth online, period, they don't know all these topics. Man, they 2 years behind. So that's why I enjoy watching them finally catch up. Before Bad Bunny did the Super Bowl, before even blacks, Americans even knew what was going on, I told the world, no, this thing based on global sales. And if you don't got global sales, you're going to flop. It just got expressed through Rick Ross. That's why I must give an update. All right? See, this is what I mean. Rick Ross can bank on American fans all he wants, but if he ain't global, he's going to flop. Then I proved to you last year, I said, what? Drake don't need America. He don't. So you watch the whole America turn on him, somehow he's still topping the charts. Because there's also a lot of in the closet Drake fans. And the truth is, it was people that never went against Drake. They was just ashamed to say they like Drake. Because with your people in your community, their followers, or they're scared to stand on their square or stand on what they believe in. So just like social media and everything else, there's a lot of people that know damn well they like Drake and nothing against him, but they were embarrassed and scared to tell the truth. I rock with Drake. Oh, I like his music. They were scared. And it just went into this big, it turned into a big ass campaign, but me and my people knew that shit was about nothing. And we know in the end, they always going to be accused of haters. And we also know when they was in that crowd in LA, we know all the certified, we know all of them was in that event. We know everybody that was on the Diddy list and the Ep list was trying to hide behind that song and blame it on Drake. What I told y'all from day one, y'all, that song trash. And I said, that's going to be our last song for this summer. Y'all ain't going to get no more music after that. Did I lie? Nope. All right? So, therefore, Cali, you have nothing left. Drake is still winning. We're going to prove that. I have fun because I don't got favorites. So, let's have fun with this today, y'all. But first, ladies, I have something special for y'all. Ladies, remember when y'all used to love Usher? Remember? Y'all know this stuff. It's like, yo, I told you Usher's a weirdo now, y'all. This is what he doing. Look at him now, ladies. Look how Usher going out in the end, y'all. No, Usher's going out very bad. He lost it all. He lost his mystique, y'all. He's starting to look exactly like what he is. Used and abused, washed up. No, y'all, Usher is officially an unk. See, y'all got one saying for unk. We got a different saying. Unk is an old head that stand outside the store and beg for change and get drunk all day, alcoholic. See, we got different terminology. You know what I'm saying? Y'all start calling old people unk. Nah, I ain't your unk, bro. And, you know what I'm saying? My lingo, unk mean you washed up, sir. That's an unk right there. You know what I'm saying? You go to the corner store, those are unks. Crackheads, we call them aunties, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's an auntie, a washed up woman in front of the store begging for change in the crack rock. That's uncle and auntie, y'all. So when y'all started calling y'all people uncle, I was like, yo, y'all wildin' with that. Usher's a goddamn uncle. He's uncle. All right, what's going on, nephew? Don't let Usher say that, y'all. What's going on, nephew? Hey, ladies, don't he look like a drunk man trying to slob you down and kiss you? Yeah. I'll tell you, you can see those little funny ways. Ladies, don't he like to do that in your house when he drunk? He ain't gonna want to stop. All in your face. Usher's exposed, y'all. He's exposed. So just give y'all an update on Usher. Shout out to the chat. What's up, y'all? Who up this morning? What's up, Mr. Brown? What's up, bro? What's up, Fatima? What's up, Vlad Ride up in here? All right. Hold on. Say uncle. Yo, Usher got the shiny alcoholic face, man. We also gonna be taking a look at oh man. Cardi B is busted, y'all. So y'all already know the things we spoke about. I'm not gonna keep repeating it, man. Cardi B all I'm gonna tell you is she tried to copy Young Miami song to make a hit. She tried to copy the formula, the cadence, the sauce. She tried to, oh man, this shit getting sad. The facts that they trying to stop Young Miami. So, guys, it's a line been drawn. You can't see it very clear. You got Diddy side, you got Jay-Z side. Anybody ain't on Jay-Z side, he trying to shut that down. Like I say, it's all played out through the media. Like, it's not hard to see who own Complex. It's not hard to see none of this stuff. All right? So, let's go, y'all. Let's go. Man, this stuff getting deep. Let's go. So, you got it now, y'all. You see your era playing out? Hey, West Coast. See all that hate you have for Drake? What you got now? But see, California, you know damn well Drake make music for women. And a lot of y'all Cali dudes, y'all real jealous and funny when it comes to women. Is that why y'all ain't like Drake? Yeah, I know he come out there get all y'all women. That's all I want to know. Like, We're going to prove that today, too. They know damn well Drake was never no gangster tough guy rapper. Somehow all these punk-ass gangsters formed up against him. Yeah. But it had nothing to do with music. It was personal. It was personal, man. Told you, man. A lot of them have showed their fairy ways through jealousy. Now, Game didn't go against Drake. He didn't go against Drake. But I'm showing California, when they all got behind Kendrick, this is what you got left. All right? Mind you, let me show you how fake California is now. Not the OGs. Respect to the OGs of California, man. I'm always going to respect them. But their new generation, they straight clowns. Drake was accused of certain behavior. Meanwhile, they know for a fact Game was charged with assault. As far as lawsuit, all that. How the hell to get on Drake? Bam, 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 that. See what I'm saying, y'all? Bam, 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 that. Because the word is, most of y'all in Cali, that's how y'all get down. Bam, 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 that. So I'm just showing you. You watching your era be washed up. Because they were hating too much. Let me show you some hate on Drake, y'all. Let me show you how it plays out. He's winning right now. Slaughtering the charts. Slaughtering the radio. I had the radio on yesterday. Slaughtering the club. Let me show you. Class action suit against Drake and State moved into arbitration details. Meaning, we're going to just put negative news out on Drake every day. Magically, we put out good news for Jay-Z every day, 24/7. But we never put out no good news for Drake. Complex. Told them they exposed. Let's go, y'all. We up this morning, man. I'm feeling good this Saturday. What about y'all, man? Hopefully y'all been enjoying y'all summer, man. Life is so beautiful. Yes, it is. Hopefully you ain't been wasting your summer on too many dark characters and Nolan Wells. Have some goddamn fun. Go to an Usher Chris Brown concert, y'all. I told you, man, I go to their concert. I go just to laugh at their ass. Can you imagine if you was at that Usher concert when that girl did that? That was a good concert. You see what I'm saying? I might go just to see him and Chris Brown act like straight fools on that stage. Straight up. Because, see, your mind is it's a R&B show, and me, it's a comedy show. Yeah. Like, you remember how Dave Chappelle was singing like R. Kelly? RP on. That's how I look at Usher and Chris Brown when they on stage. I look at them like Dave Chappelle or somebody, y'all. For real, I do. So, you might actually have fun going to Usher and Chris Brown concert, y'all. You know what I'm saying? For real. Because I just don't want y'all to be miserable, man. You know, a lot of y'all, y'all was focusing on Jay-Z reunions and all this other stuff. Let's go. Lay back music. No, man, I'm going to tell y'all part of it too, y'all. I'm going to go through the whole breakdown. It's very important. It's like 3+ reasons why they mad at Drake. Y'all better get this clear today. Your boy For No Fame going to tell you. This is the real facts of it. It started 2016. That's why I say people that wasn't around then, I noticed a lot of old heads that was in prison coming home. They got their little opinions on life. Jadakiss and Cameron for them. Jadakiss and Cameron and Damon for all the niggas that were locked up during the 2010s. These just facts. All right. When Meek Mill got eaten, right? What really happened was that messed up Rick Ross' money. That's why you'll see Maybach Music was never the same. It ruined Maybach Music's money, which means Drake also ruined Def Jam money because they were in exclusive deals. So I've been putting it together. You must understand this, y'all. When Drake came out, what happened to Usher's career? Then for my people that really do research, all you got to do is go back into the 2010s. You go back to when Drake first started blowing up, Young Money, you'll see. I know what happened. He made Usher's career disappear because Drake was a cheat code rapping and singing, but it was about that radio. So when you're on that radio, you can rap and sing and do all this music, Jamaican reggaeton, all this. He was killing all the genres. He was putting them out of business. That's what happened. He put Usher out of business. He put Chris Brown out of business. He put they singing ass out of business. That's what happened. It was about music and money and charts. Plus, you're going to see what I see now. See the way Drake on top of them charts? See, the truth is, that's why I say Diddy and Jay-Z and them knew he was going to be great. They knew it. They had plans to make money off his ass forever. I know what happened, y'all. You see what I'm saying? When I broke it down to y'all before, the only way you're going to blow up, you got to leave them alone. Then I showed you the process of Kanye leaving them alone. Y'all remember Kanye was with Jay-Z, love him some Jay-Z, love him some Diddy. Kanye did not blow up till after that, to the next level. You see what I'm saying, y'all? It's the same thing with Drake. Drake was with all of them. Now I got something else for you, fact checkers. if you really want to be technical, they only sustained the 2010s because of Drake. When they kept collaborating with Drake, getting them hits, they kept their career going. How you know that? Now you got the proof. When Drake don't rock with them no more, they all flopping. It's very simple, y'all. They knew he was the cash cow hit maker, y'all. Diddy and Jay-Z and them been knew that. See, I'm going to get them that. See, because remember, Diddy and Jay-Z no talent. So they knew Drake had that talent, y'all. And they thought they was going to use his ass forever. He's going to keep doing these features. He's going to help my bad boy artists. He's going to help these artists. He's going to just be pumping out these hits. They need that. We need Kanye. Kanye pump out them hits. Now look at how when they got Kanye, how Kanye helped Jay-Z go to the next level, Watch the Throne. If they never made Watch the Throne, Jay-Z would have passed away a long time ago, y'all. You got to understand that. Then when Jay-Z come back, we're going to run this town tonight. Rihanna, Kanye, man. They understood that. But see, they thought, if we, see, now looking at in hindsight, if they would have got to keep Kanye forever in contracts, and then say they was able to keep Drake in contracts, see all the hits they would have been making? But see, they got mad. The truth is because Drake outsmarted them and Kanye outsmarted them. How you know that? Guys, you know this. Do I got to smack some of y'all? You know you could be an artist, mess around, leave Jay-Z, your career over after that. You can be an artist, you dealing with Diddy, your career done. When you leave those guys, your career goes in the trash. His career went up to another level. Same thing with Kanye. Went to another level up. That's why you see Memphis Bleak ain't getting nowhere. Because he never left Jay-Z from day one. He never had faith in himself to focus on himself. That's all that is. So, in reality, Drake was supposed to be finished when he fell out with New York. But see, that's where Young Money come in at. That was their protection. But if you understand Young Money, Cash Money, what they want to do, just make records. They not with all that persona stuff. They wasn't trying to, one thing, see, with Young Money, they wasn't trying to prove how much money they make. They wasn't trying to prove how much drugs they sell. They wasn't trying to prove how gangster they are. Baby was making them hits at this time, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember like that whole 2011, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16, when they heated up, that's when they were finished. By 2016, they were wiped out. Because Meek, y'all also forget a lot of stuff. Meek Mill was supposed to be their number one spitter. He was supposed to be their number one spitter hitter. Y'all didn't get that. That's why I say, man, shout out to my people that was around and know what's up. Meek was supposed to be the new up-and-coming East Coast spitter. That's the killer. That's the hitter. They tried to leak the information that Drake don't write his raps. That was a Meek bitch move. The same way Meek snitched on Nicki with Safari. He snitched on Safari. They've been trying to. Can you see the Young Money attack now? When Meek Mill want to come back out because Drake winning. Let's rewind it. You got proof. He tried to sabotage Drake and he sabotaged Safari, which means, seemed to me like Meek Mill had a lot of extra attention on Young Money. Told you they've been despising them, sending people at them. Even that whole thing with now that you know that Charlemagne rock with Jay-Z. Can you see why Birdman said what? Put some respect on my name. Don't play with me like that. Told you, man, they always had hate for Young Money. It go back to Cash Money. I told y'all all this shit throughout the years. This whole shit go back to Cash Money, Def Jam. But see, Meek Mill career was over 2016. All my people that was around. When that song called Revenge was out, all these different Meek Mill career was over after that, y'all. What kept them alive back then? Mixtapes. People forget you can keep dropping mixtapes. People think you still had a career. Meaning he was finished. So, like I said, what Drake actually did was destroy Maybach Music. That's really what happened, y'all. All right? Once he destroyed Maybach Music, that messed up them deals with Def Jam. That messed up the money, y'all. It did. They would have still been on top. See, nobody's paying attention to why it is the way it is. This would have never happened if they didn't have that first beef 2016. So 2024, they came back for revenge with Kendrick. Kendrick a spitter. Sent Kendrick at him. But now, also what I tell you, they sabotage. The old heads sabotage. Now we rewind it for you. The old heads like Jay-Z and them sabotage Meek Mill. Why? Meek Mill and Drake really was cool. See, I told you, if you pay attention, the old heads, they trick the younger guys to go against themselves. See, Meek and Drake supposed to be making hits together. See, they was already around each other. They were never supposed to beef. Just like with Kendrick. They all peers. They supposed to be making the music of your era right now. But they kept hanging around them old heads, being controlled and listening. And the old heads manipulated their ass because they don't know the power of old head New Yorkers like Jay-Z and Diddy. Manipulate all their ass. See what I'm saying? Meanwhile, that's why y'all don't got out of music. Because what happened? Old heads put Meek Mill and them on that beef shit. Or what I tell them a couple years ago, guys, you ain't making no money off that beef stuff. I told them that recent. What I tell you, they can do all that controversy online. They can beef, chatterbox. Oh, I said that don't sell records no more. Like I said, if you're not organically moving units through your official fans, meaning if you got to pull shenanigans to get fans, you're sorry and your career is really already over. That's my whole point. If you got to do certain stunts to get publicity, that's back in the day, y'all. That shit don't work. Either people rock with you or they don't. So, meaning if you can't prove to your core fans spending that money, everything else you do is irrelevant. Don't say it just is. Because internet sensation hype don't transition to sales. It just don't. Yeah, you trending online all day, but don't transition to sales no more. That's old shit. So I told them all, negative shit ain't gonna work. That's why you'll see Drake just let everybody be negative, and then he just came back with some pop, like, you know what I'm saying, back with the music. Because good music always wins. Let's go. And like I said about what I like, now let's get into the facts. Shout out to everybody that's up on this Saturday. Here's the facts of Rick Ross' record, y'all. It's the facts. Total units, 19,000 equivalent album units. Initial tracking reported 17,000 units. Pure sales, roughly 2,100. So physical and digital copies. You know, when somebody purchased the album online, you buy the whole list. That's the whole album. That's a record sale. Then you got your physical copies. They re-release. So according to this, Rick Ross sold 2,100 physical copies. Thank you, Fatima. Everything else is streams. Thank you very much, sis. Okay, hope you get better. Hold up. Sis asked to be mindful. Oh, okay, I got you. My bad. My bad. Yeah, though, so check it out. Streaming, Rick Ross, 14,837 streaming equivalent units. So, you see what I'm saying? So you got the facts, y'all. Rick Ross only sold 2,000 copies physical. But even if you want to go digital, 19,000. The facts are the facts, and the facts are in, y'all. So like I said, hip-hoppers, you put up, see, a lot of y'all don't know about casino, you know about betting life. So what happened is, a lot of y'all put all y'all chips against Drake. Y'all put all y'all chips on Kendrick and everybody else. Y'all all lost. That's what happened. Drake takes the house. All right. So yeah, I told these men they need to grow up. Cause yeah, man, they was caught in a frenzy of lies. They had a lot of energy for Drake, but not for nobody on that list. Not for nobody on that Diddy list. Let's go. Public reaction. Now, remember what I said on this channel? I said, look, it don't make no sense, Rick Ross. You trying to beef with Drake. Y'all got hits together. Y'all got classics together. Who set you up to diss Drake? And if you didn't get set up, if you actually thought you dissing Drake was going to help your record sales, you sadly mistaken because it backfired on you, sir. See, I told y'all all, beefing is played out. 50 Cent used the beef formula. That about 2003, 4, 5. The game ain't based on beef, a.k.a. hating no more. Violence. Tough talk. Nobody care about that. Good music, what people want. So if you ain't doing that, you ain't doing nothing. You just talking to your audience, meaning you talking to the urban community that don't buy records. The urban community don't pay for nothing. Meanwhile, Drake got fans all around the world, meaning you got to make all around the world music that everybody loves. And if you can't do that, that really means you can't relate through your music with everybody now. You're not a global figure. You're local. You're basic. Plus, it's the fact that y'all don't got them big labels behind y'all no more starting the show. And I'm saying all that because you got the facts now. All right? And y'all can be your best friend, y'all. These are the facts. Let me show you how it pulls up in the algorithm now. These are the facts. But you know around here, we already spoke about this. Public reaction. The low debut for Rick Ross sparked widespread social media commentary and online trolling from longtime rival 50 Cent. While industry analysts analyzing those numbers, debated whether factors like the rollout length, meaning he took so long rolling the album out, or His public feud with Drake impacted the numbers. Let's say it one more time for slow people. His public feud with Drake impacted the numbers. Basically, when he went against Drake, it was a suicide mission, which didn't make no sense. When you were supposed to try to be that, you supposed to be that man's friend. Or just don't say nothing. Y'all got hits together. Meaning when Drake win, you win. Shot himself in the foot, y'all. So hopefully, Rick Ross, hopefully Jayz didn't gas you up to go at Drake. Hopefully he didn't. Hopefully, in your mind, you did not think you was going to pull old school tactics with dissing for clout. Dissing played out, y'all. That shit played out with that drill shit. That's for people that don't spend money, y'all. People that don't spend money, that meaning you're not going to be successful. Now, you can entertain your fans with that beef and all that, but you ain't going to make no money. Told y'all already. Why you think every gangster rap is online looking like an idiot? Because they ain't making no money, y'all. Gangster rap sold in the 90s, 2000s, not no more. Let's go. See that? They've been friends all these years, but what I said it's mighty funny. Out of everybody, Rick Ross and Drake got the most collaborations. You so say that's why it didn't make sense. Drake don't got a lot of collaboration with Jay-Z. He don't got he got a lot of collaboration with Rick Ross, which means you got proof they've been friends. But now I want y'all to see this. Drake is also part of Rick Ross' success and longevity. How we know that? It was songs like this right here that took Rick Ross to another level, man. Like I said, I ain't stupid. This got them through the 20 teens. I know what happened. This is what got them through the years. Them features with Drake. Them features. That's what keep Cardi B career going. Features, Megan, features. They ain't doing no albums. Ain't no female drop a hit album like Lauryn Hill yet. No, they gonna keep doing features. So when Drake said no more features, they got mad. I went into that the other day. That was about 2021, 22. When Drake said no more features, French Montana was stuck. They were stuck like, damn. It's like they literally didn't want to drop no albums no more. When it got into the numbers game, these fairies were just scared to flop, and they didn't want to drop. That's all it was. So you're going to see, y'all, it's their fault. While Drake kept making music and making, if I ask y'all, when did Drake stop making music? Okay. While he kept making music, what else they don't give Drake credit for? They forget he was signing Young Money, Cash Money, but he obligated that contract and then got the whole OVO thing popping and started making his big money off that. He showed y'all every level how to be signed. Don't complain, fulfill your obligation, knowing goddamn well baby gonna jerk his ass. He know what's up. Drake ain't gonna cry over that. What'd he do? Fulfill his obligation, start working harder. Like a rapper supposed to do, an entertainer supposed to do. He ain't cry. So when y'all want to talk about Drake and that whole Tupac thing, get it right. If you want to get anything right with Drake, he got Tupac work ethic. That's what you better get right. See, I'm going to tell you what it is, y'all. That's why the game is boring. They got to pick a side. I don't. All right? So let's check it out. Now you can see, without Drake, no more hits. Without Drake, seemed like they didn't want to rap like that because they was focusing on online, promoting their brands. Rick Ross went into boss mode. Why? He had all his chips on Meek Mill. Wow. He bet the whole house on Meek Mill. So a Meek Mill career was over. Tell you, man, they just kept playing the boss role online. The more they were losing, guess what they kept doing? Taking more pictures with outfits. Gucci, Louis, Versace. The more they kept losing, you know what they kept doing? Showing you the cars, the Maybachs, the mansions. Meanwhile, they all were losing all those years on them charts. What else you got proof of? All those years, they wasn't working. How many times I said that? Guys, y'all went years. You never even seen them going live in the booth. Like, I'm a rapper. I want to be giving y'all exclusive. Me in the booth. Like, I'm talking about throughout the years. Don't try to do it. They've been trying to do it now. I'm talking about throughout the years. You know what I'm saying? Throughout the years. Y'all supposed to see me getting busy in that studio many days. Yo, guys, I just dropped some new heat. No, they was taking pictures and posing and matching outfits. Drake was just working and working and working and working. He just kept working. So it's a reason why it's like that, y'all. They shit backfired on them. I told you social media also tricked a lot of rich people. It got mind control over that complexion, Rick Ross. They even, as celebrities, started thinking that Instagram and all that shit is real. Where they started focusing on likes and views and clicks, but they wasn't working like that. They didn't understand. When I told after 2021, we've been in a global world. which means since 2021, they should have been focusing on how they're going to relate with global energy, like Kanye does, like Travis Scott does, like Drake does. See, they go to Dubai, but Drake music big in Dubai. These are facts. Why you think when French Montana make his music, he make it like with a little foreign twist? Yeah, because they do rock with French a little bit overseas. Y'all think I broke it down the other day. French got hits. But see, over there in the Middle East, y'all know French rap Morocco as well. So the same arenas Kanye go to, Istanbul and all that, they rock with French Montana too. So French Montana got a little world fan base. He got a little fans. But you'll see, French Montana makes different kind of, he kind of makes it diverse a little bit. So I'm saying, told you all that means something. It means something. If you're not diverse, and you just talking that same street black talk, you ain't gonna make no money, y'all. Just not. Meaning you're not even on the charts. I told y'all all this before it happened. Now y'all finally can see it play out. That's why I do this live. All right? The facts are the facts, y'all. Without the facts and the real integrity of this game, it's going to get boring. It becomes a big coloring book. All right? They turn YouTube and Instagram to coloring books, y'all. That's what happened. All right? My era, this real hip-hop shit ain't about era. Y'all know damn well in them magazines, we deal with real facts, stats. We read articles, but we ain't just reading articles. We seeing what? Who the top of the week, who the top of the charts. The whole story. So I don't deal with hip-hop on a little kid level. I let y'all pick who you like. I did that when I was young. I like Run DMC. I like LL Cool J. I like Rakim. That's y'all. So check it out. See Complex Magazine? Now you got the proof of who in media is Drake's arch enemy. Complex. Drake doing all this positive stuff. They ain't gonna tell you. Look what they said. Class action suit against Drake. State moved into arbitration. So now you see when I say I don't rock with y'all news because y'all always negative. They always got to put some, like on a Friday, I'll read the news. I don't want to keep seeing about lawsuits. I want to keep seeing lawsuits. I want to keep seeing lawsuits. For me, that's not hip-hop news. That's called slander. Meaning he's winning. They want to keep bringing up lawsuits. That's why Complex is trash. That's why they lost their TV shows. That's why they ain't got no traction. And they're officially bloggers. and it's sad who they work for. I don't even see how these companies making money. I really don't see it. All right, so like I said, they've been fighting for this urban opinion that's not winning. Now, if you're not urban and you look at the world view, you'll get all this clear. Now, let's go. See that? This is what Rick Ross said about Drake. Recent. Homie got a lot of issues he need to address. I'm going to leave it right there. Is there any potential of him being a real nigga? He got to decode that. It was unfortunate for him. They started trying to base Drake if he's a real nigga or not. They try to take music and base on if he's real or not. So that's what they do. I don't look at no rapper as real. No rapper. See that picture right there? I look at them all the same. Drake, First Montana, I look at them all the same. But the difference is Drake don't play a tough guy persona. The difference is Drake don't act like he's this tough street guy. He don't play that role. That's why I respect him, just like in real life. I got friends that never claim gangster. They're my friends to this day. I got friends that's real, bust you in your ass. They go to work every day, don't bother nobody. All right? So like I said, I'm not impressed by nobody that act tough. I'm not impressed by no street characters. But I want you to get, to me, in my eyes, they all the same. But if you want to be technical, Drake might be realer than all of them. So that's just how it works. I know for a fact he's more successful than them. But why does it hurt? Damn, he came out after them, and he's successful more than all of them, even Usher. Goddamn, even Game. Everybody. I told him that before, man. Let's go. Here's your proof right here, family. Check it out. Why did Rick Ross flop? You have the facts. Analysts debated whether factors like the rollout length of his public feud with Drake impacted the numbers. Because he thought he was going to use Drake for a nice campaign rollout for that album, but it backfired on him, y'all. Now y'all all have the facts. Told you they've been wasting their time online playing around. Now, let me give you the positive perspective. I'm Rick Ross. You see my brands? I got a book out. I got champagne. I got spots. You know what I gotta do when I come on? Yo, I got some new music out. Same time, I want to promote my stuff. Yo, if y'all put your applications in, you know, I might sign up with checkers, do something. Like, I ain't gotta do all that. The world back into what? Reading. He was better off coming back out promoting his book. Guess who did that already? Jeezy. Which I don't know about Jeezy. Jeezy came back out promoting his book. That's why Jeezy was on Good Morning America. See? Jeezy more or less denied gangster rap. That's why Jeezy was performing with the suit in Vegas. Rick Ross copied his formula with the suit. Jeezy was doing that. But Jeezy, his Vegas residency was promoted positively on Good Morning America. Because Jeezy wrote a book. So what they don't get is when you write that book, that real book, that certain book, that's like your redemption. You see what I'm saying? And when you write that book, you give outsiders a look into your life. So that's what stuff like Jeezy did. Which means he's in a different light. That's why I always told you. And don't forget that when Jeezy got with Jeannie Mae, that was a good look for Jeezy. So you got to understand, Jeezy was taking steps away from that gangster brick snowman stuff. And that's why Jeezy put himself in a good place. And I was telling people this throughout the years, if they don't do certain things, they're going to be stuck in their gangster persona and they're going to go broke. So when they start coming on YouTube, I already knew what time it was. When they start doing podcasts, I already knew what time it was. They were all the entertainers that couldn't take their career to the next level or in a different direction, y'all. That's why I threw it at y'all when I said what? When Cam and Mace first was doing sports, it was a good look. Kept it straight sports. But you're going to see when Cam and Mace start getting back into that rap stuff, they got back in that rap janky category. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Because that's what it is, y'all. People were supposed to rebrand it. If you was from that era, 30-year rap, gangster rap, you supposed to rebrand yourself as a new good guy. Meaning and a new talent. Something totally new. Something totally new, like something totally new nobody ever thought you would do type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I was able to see they ain't know how to rebrand. Now, let me prove it through Drake. Drake never came out as a rapper. He was an actor first. So you mean he was an actor, then rebranded as a rapper? Yep. Because that's called talent. When you got talent, you can apply your talent to many different things and find a way to win. All right? So that's why I told you. Rick Ross was better off playing his boss persona, and that's what I meant. He was just better off coming out as the boss he is, all right? He got these companies and brands. He never had to diss Drake. But by him dissing Drake, he ruined his brand. They don't understand energy, y'all. Maybe that boy Drake got a certain spirit on him. Why? Meek Mill tried to diss him. His career was over. Now, 8 years later, Rick Ross tried to diss Drake again. His career over. No. Understand what's happening. I told y'all these things before. Everybody's not to be played with. Or you can call yourself getting at somebody, but all your shit can crumble a whole nother way. You see what I'm saying? Because you got a certain energy, right? So let's go, man. Just showing you the facts. Now let's look at some more. You got the facts right here. Rick Ross only sold 2,000 albums. 19,000 equivalent albums. Equivalent. Man, that's streaming and all that. The proof, pure sales. People that went in their pocket. People that swiped their card to purchase Rick Ross music, 2,100. To purchase the whole album. These are the facts. Now let's look at what Rick Ross used to do. Here goes some more proof. This is when they fell out with Drake around 2021. Thank you, my dear. 2021, Rick Ross got another pass. That album he put out debuted at 22,000. That was a flop too. See that? They knew they needed Drake, y'all. Without Drake, they couldn't make hits. Now go back in your history books, and you'll see throughout the 2010s, they made sure they got them Drake features. Yes, they did. Because even, let me show you the game, man. Drake, I'm telling y'all must understand how deep this shit is. Even when Meek Mill was collaborating with Drake back in the day, Rick Ross was getting that money for Maybach Music. So you got Drake collaborating with Rick Ross. He collaborating with Meek Mill. But the whole time, Drake is bigging up Maybach Records, Maybach Music. Now I'm going to show you the scoreboard. As Drake helped build up their label with those hits, now when it's time to renegotiate, Rick Ross can go to the table and say, yo, I can get Drake on the album. Or they see, oh, man, he's cool with Drake. He gets more money for that. Because these labels know. That's like right now, y'all. Say you're a rapper that just came out. You ain't got to have no name. You're a rapper just came out. You got talent. Say Drake your homeboy. You'll mess around and get a deal off that alone. If you good and Drake your homeboy, all they going to say is, then you get Drake on a few songs or song. Then you get him on a single. If you can do that, you got a deal. That's how it works. That's how it works. So they know that. That's why I say they thought they were going to use Drake forever, y'all.
They thought, because remember, see, as Kanye, that big producer, now you can put him on any, you can go to the label and say, they're going to say, look, Kanye doing the beats? Yeah, Kanye going to be doing half the album. Okay, there go the budget. Bingo. That's how it worked. So they was able to go to these people like this. We got Drake, we got Kanye, we got Rihanna. They were getting big, big money. But in reality, who was the big artist of the 2010s? Rihanna, Drake, Kendrick, Kanye, right? Meek. No, it was the older generation manipulating the young generation once again. That's why the young generation, see, the young generation didn't know. By right now, Meek, you would have been bigger than Rick Ross. You would have been on Drake level. See, I'm going to show y'all mathematically how they missed the boat playing these little kiddie games. See, Meek could have been bigger than Maybach. You're going to see what's reality. Dream Chaser never made it bigger than Maybach. Never. In reality, Dream Chaser never went nowhere. Why? The summer he tried to take off, he got eaten with a song called Back to Back. Then he got knocked upside the head with another song called Revenge. So I remember 2016 like nothing. Because I happened to buy a particular car that summer for my birthday, and I just so happened to be playing Drake that summer. That's how I remember. I'll give you a clue. That Back to Back and Revenge sounded real good in that coupe. Yeah, it sounded real good because Meek was getting eaten. After that, I respected Drake. Now, I'll tell y'all, until Drake beefed with Meek Mill, I didn't take Drake serious. No. I'm just going to be honest with you. I tell you, I never looked at him as a rapper at all. But when he got into that little beef, and it actually was funny, he actually slayed Meek Mill, then I respected him as a rapper after that. So you want to be technical on me, I started respecting him as a rapper after 2016. But Drake was never a gangster rapper. I look at him as he make good music. Like I said, Ask Them Up music, if you ain't listen to that, see, for you guys that don't drive coupes, you don't ride in cars with leather seats and sunroofs, you don't get the vibe of the music. See, it's a certain vibe Drake brings to that music. When you in the club, when you're around women, and when you in that car. So I'm saying? So a lot of you guys on foot, you might not get it. You never had a foreign, you don't get Drake music. I'm just going to be 100% honest with you. Because you can bump that Maybach. This song right here, you can bump that right now. It's going to be fire right now. Right now. Because that's good music, y'all. It's timeless. Good music is timeless. So I'm just going to be real with y'all. Great music is with different people. But the street dirty dudes don't like Drake. See? It's the street dirty dudes. They the ones like Kendrick. The block dudes that drink 40s and don't get money. Remember, hip-hop got many fan bases. Backpackers, dudes that drink 40s all day, that blast the radio. Hey, hip-hop got fans that actually made music, spend money on music, love music. There's a lot of things, but hip-hop got a broke community too. And it just so happened the broke hip-hop community was the main ones against Drake. Meaning they don't spend money to go to the club anyway. All my people that spend money in the club and been to clubs and really party like that, you know damn well you ain't never had no hate for Drake. Because you know what type of music he make. You probably was like, what is this beef about anyway? You know what I'm saying? It was no beef. That's why they had to call him a certified. They didn't have nothing on them, so they made something up. And they kept running with it. How you know that? Well, now you can see they didn't have the same energy for everybody. Guys, they ain't had the same energy for Diddy. So what did I say in real time when they was accusing Drake and when Diddy was still outside? I said, Kendrick, when you going to make the remix and put Diddy in the song? They never did. I never got one. Ep list dropping. Diddy list drops. They putting it on Drake. But we didn't believe it. It's all over now. They exposed, y'all. See that? That's when they loved him. You know what this picture is right here? This when Diddy knew they had the hit maker. Drake was the hit maker, the bag, the cash cow. He rapped and sang. We get a lot of deals. He got the image. He was the cash cow. But now look at when he left them alone with the Young Money. They all crashed out in the end. Music-wise. They only sustained through Ciroc boys, alcohol, liquor. That's it. Not career-wise. They thought they was going to pimp him forever, y'all. See? Now you got to ask a question. Well, what made everybody don't like Drake? Oh, so when Diddy said we can like Drake, we can like Drake. When Jay-Z said we can like him, we can like him. But what did he ever do for us not to like him? Stop making them hits for these guys. He left them alone. Not only did he leave them alone, he was ruining careers. Who else created Drake in? Fabulous. After Drake came out, Fabulous Pretty Boy gimmick was up. Y'all don't know what happened, y'all. Drake literally, Young Money literally shut down Def Jam and Bad Boy Records. And made back a few, they shut labels down, y'all. Any of my people that was around at that time, you know exactly what I'm talking about. They didn't exist. Now you got proof. Because Drake was singing now, all I know is I was never a favorite of his singing songs, but I know Woman was, and I know he had a lot of singing hits. And he had a new style. He had a new style. Get it? That's what it was. So he put Drake, he put Usher out of business. Y'all forgot. Drake ended Usher's career. Now, if you don't believe that, you just got to look at what happened. When Drake started blowing up, you start looking at where their career started going at. By 2018, Usher was fighting them charges. 2017, he got accused of herpes. Meek Mill got eaten in 2016. By 2017, he was accused of herpes. That whole thing with Chris Brown and the bottles, that was over jealousy. Yeah, because Drake took the light-skinned spot of Chris Brown, took the R&B lane of Chris Brown. Drake put Trey, I'm telling you, he put Trey Songz out of business. He put Usher out of business. He put Fabulous out of business. He put all of them out of business. Those were your so-called East Coast pretty boys, right? He put Trey Songz out of business when he started singing Usher, Chris Brown. You got facts now, y'all. What happened is those labels stopped making money. So what happened is when it came time to re-up, they wasn't getting no deals. And then you're going to see they the main ones start just posting all day, hanging around Diddy, because Drake actually ruined all their careers, y'all. I ain't even got to say Lilwayne. Because Drake sing. Meaning, when you talking about pop music, radio songs, I only want to be with you. I want to be real. That Fabulous stuff, I can't. That stuff corny, y'all. Meaning, when Drake came out, that stuff was finished. Y'all got it now? Bingo. So they try to make it like it's this one beat. No, it was a whole decade. They've been hating on this man for decades, but he keep beating them music-wise. He knows I got to beat him music-wise. And that's all he does. And he out-strategized them. No, y'all, Drake is a troll. He raps circles around the East Coast rappers. He just did. He raps circles around their ass, mainly New York. The main ones that hate him is New York and L.A. Here go the facts of Drake. Now, you see Rick Ross, right? Check it out. Let's get it clear with Rick Ross. 19,000 equivalent albums. Pure record sales, $2,000. Now let's go to Drake. Let's go to the scoreboard, y'all. First week sales breakdown. Mind you, for those who don't know, he dropped 3 albums. No rapper's ever done that. He dropped 3 albums. Iceman, 460,000 to 463,000. Habibi, 114,000. Maid of Honor, 110,000. Combined total, 683,000. Equivalent units sold across the 3 simultaneous projects. So the whole key is 683,000 to 19,000. If we talking streams, they don't even compare at all. At all. So now do you see how they trying to drop all this music? It means nothing. That they could drop all the music they want. You can put it together, still ain't gonna add up. Now do you get what I said? Not Rick. Now Rick Ross getting paid. All these other rappers, they're not getting a penny. Can you now see? They can drop music online all they want, but they're not on the charts, which means they will not be touring, getting no shows. These rappers doing one little show here and there. That's about it. All right, check it out. What Drake has done is called a historic sweep. A historic sweep. You see them Google facts? Historic sweep. You listen to all the bloggers you want, tap into what you like. Here's the facts. Chart milestones. Historic sweep. Drake became the first artist in history to occupy the top 3 positions on the Billboard 200. Somebody made a rap. That's the wrong chart, champ. Knock it off, bro. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. So here you got it, man. I like the scoreboard, man. That's the truth. The scoreboard is the truth. I don't like spreading falsehood. Got it? Now I want you to understand. When you see these numbers, Diddy and Jay-Z knew that, y'all. They knew it. They knew he was talented. Now look at it. If things didn't pan out how they did. If they was able to keep Drake in their corner, they would have been the one getting all these numbers, y'all. Drake wouldn't be rich right now if he was with them. A lot of this traffic would have went to them. He would have been able to focus on himself. he'd have been having to focus on all these other songs. You got the proof, y'all. Drake was keeping all these people alive, man. Drake actually saved Lil Wayne's career too, man. He did a lot, y'all. He did a lot. He did. And he did it fast. That's my point. He kept working. He studied everybody. He studied the work ethic of Tupac. What else we learned? Nobody never even came close to mastering Tupac work ethic to this day. That's why I'm like, they come out of jail lazy. Yo, guys, how do you come out of jail without a book full of raps? That's what I start noticing. Nah, they be doing penitentiary bids, but they be scared. They be in PC. They be doing other stuff. Guys, there is no such thing as me being a rapper. When I'm in prison, I can write my book. I can have a book full of raps. They come home with no raps. I saw that with BG. When Boosie first came home, they be these gangsters come home with no raps. That ain't Tupac. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's go. Nah, that mean you might have been scared to write. You was watching your back the whole time. Couldn't think straight. Here you got it, man. Y'all all got the facts. The facts is what I'm showing. You know what the facts of what I'm showing you? I'm showing you how. See how everybody was against Drake all this time? Can you now finally see it was a Drake conspiracy? And within a conspiracy, you must cover up anything successful Drake does. Only let them know the bad news like this. Class action lawsuit against Drake and Stake moved into arbitration. Just put bad news on him. Don't never let him know he winning. Man, post Usher being a failure. Talk about verses. Talk about all that. Just don't talk about Drake, man. Please. You got it? That's why I told y'all on the false reality. That's why the internet is corny. The internet is corny because it's controlled by cornball people that don't like Drake. That's all it is. Ain't nothing else to it. Whatever lie y'all got all the lies, the conspiracy they put on him. Because I told you the plan was to get women not to like Drake. The plan was to get women not to like Drake. Why? They spend the money. They buy the tickets. If you call him a Geppetto, that's going to back the woman off him. You call him a Geppetto, the men going to still love him. Because they are too. Mind you, that wasn't even a fact. Now look at this. The conspiracy against Drake. You got it now? They blamed him for sexual behavior deviancy. He turned Jay-Z down the Super Bowl 2 times. Damn, Jay-Z, why you been? I mean, what's all this about? Okay. Drake don't do the Super Bowl. He go gets the Weeknd, one of Drake's old artists. Drake turn down the Super Bowl. He go gets Rihanna, one of Drake crushes. Then on top of that, everybody puts it on Drake for being this guy, but they didn't have the same energy for nobody else. Then on top of that, they also spread the next rumor, the lie. What's that? His career is over. He lost. He's finished. He's never coming back. He's done. While these Negroes are telling all these lies, I'm telling people on the same platform, no, he's not finished. He'll be back. So that's why I tell you, man, I get enjoyment out of these episodes like this. I like to say everybody looks stupid, get quiet, and because like I said, everybody's already exposed. So everybody been exposed since 2024. So everything they've been doing is nothing but extra laughs and playing themselves. That's my whole point. It's not personal. I try to tell them, man, their time was up on this internet, y'all. Meaning internet shenanigans are done. Either you're winning or you ain't. The charts tell the story now. Now y'all see why Drake don't waste time responding and all that. He don't play around. The people that play online don't have careers, y'all. I always tell you that shit. Real entertainers, real rappers, real singers, they don't got to do talking. The charts do the talking for them. Their organic celebrity status of winning and being current, that's all they got to be. The paparazzi stalk them out. When you're online, you got to create your own paparazzi, people that care about you. Other than that, it's not reality, y'all. So, can you now see how the whole thing was laid out? Once they realized he was never coming back, they started dissing him. First, they was dissing him, then they came with a slander campaign. When they put them allegations on him, that was the lowest of low you can go. But it was the female fans they tried to take away from y'all. Because that's the money, the pop records, what I just told you. When you take the female fans away from Drake, then you can bring Usher back out. Bow. You run Drake out of America, now we can come back with the Usher Chris Brown tour. See how it works? See how it works? Usher and Chris Brown can't get no traction if Drake got songs and Drake taking over America. Bingo. Told you, it was life or death. Drake crashed their stocks, y'all. And long as he kept winning and winning, they had to literally, I know what happened. They stopped him from coming out 2024. They stopped him from 2025 so they can get a couple dollars, but it's not working. He sat back 2 years on purpose, let them have their fun, still ain't winning. Come back out, smash their ass. Oh, let me also show you the wizardry of Drake. He's a wizard. I ain't come out in 2 years, but I'm going to drop 3 albums on these idiots. So really, I took 2 years off, but I'm still a year ahead. Wow, told you, man. When you understand what Drake mean, you understand all that. I'm telling y'all, man, y'all always pick these characters, but some of these characters you don't know about. Usher needs help. He ain't got no energy. You see him on his own? No, Drake outsmarts them. He must got a smart team too. No, y'all, because he keep winning. Music-wise. Now let's go. Enough of that. Now let me show you another winner, y'all. Drake ain't on the one winning. All success must be covered up. You're going to hear about Rockefeller sneakers, jackets, hats, Yankee Stadium. You're going to hear about child support, all this crap every day. About somebody going to do LA and London and all these anniversaries and celebrity guests. But this has nothing to do right now. Nas got another deal, y'all. Nas shows you the forward progress of hip-hop music, hip-hop culture. A guy that stuck to the hip-hop craft, kept it music. After hip-hop career over, still do music, but evolved as a grown man into other companies that are legit. Nas does that. Does Nas play online? No. You better get it through your head today. Y'all heard the loudest one is the weakest one. Now look at it like the one that posts the most. The one that posts the most is the weakest one. The one that go live the most is the weakest one. The one that does the most online are not the most successful. Why the hell you think Boosie always posting? Why you think Blueface always posting? Why you think certain people always online? Because they don't have real, legitimate, respectable careers. Let's talk about this thing called entertainment and race and hip-hop. Can Nas go in any room with all races and not be respected as a rapper? I kind of like that guy now. He's okay. Is he known for being a dirty guy? No. Is Nas known as a hip-hop rapper or a gangster rapper? Which one? All that means something now. Your people can front online all they want all day. But the truth of the world is more people actually like Nas. Even if they don't know his music, they actually like Nas more than somebody else. That's why Nas don't got to play no games or do nothing to get people to like him. The people that's really winning do not have to convince you to like them, or they don't give a damn if you like them or not because they winning. All right? Oh, Kanye sells out 100,000. They downplay that. But they post somebody else did 40,000 at Yankee Stadium 3 days straight, all day. Kanye still winning. Nas still winning. Drake still winning. Does the media portray that image? Hip-hop? Does the media portray the image? What I just said? No. Seems like the media ain't too fair, is it? Do you now finally get what I told you? I'll piss on black media. They're trash. I don't watch them. I don't deal with them. I don't inhale lies, bro. I told you they lie more than your school books. Straight up. They lie more than the whole board of education. They lie every day, y'all. They lie more than fiction. They just, it is, man. See, look, right? This is what it is. Their characters are not winning, so they literally got to make stuff up to go forward with these companies. They have to literally make up stuff for their companies to go forward at this point, y'all. That's how I know they all crash. They can keep perpetrating all they want. Like I say, other companies pack it up, accept it. They can keep going, but they're not making no money, y'all. They just not. They're not. Well, all they're doing is fighting to stay relevant in the public eye. That's it. Nas makes another power move in the luxury space. Cigars. Grown-up stuff. See, Nas, he always positive, right? He just positive. So that's all it's about, y'all. It's not about who you like. The problem is, y'all pick sides. So y'all all team Jay-Z. Y'all all put y'all money on one horse, but you lost. Me, I got money spread across the board. I enjoy it all. I'm good. Meaning, hey, I ain't got to against Rick Ross. Hey, just come with the good music. My point is, these dudes were cheating and extortionists. Word is, they were cheating for hits, extorting artists, and using a lot of cheat codes to be successful. Also making other people's career disappear. Word is, they did a lot to stay on top. Because this the first generation didn't want to fade away like the Temptations. All it is. Our era, y'all, they didn't want to be the Temptations. They didn't want to be the Five Heartbeats. They didn't want to fade away like Freddie Jackson and them. They want to stay around forever. So in order to stay around forever, they use a lot of dirty tactics. This is how they were able to sustain all these extra generations and block everybody's shine. Y'all not looking at these idiots went from the 90s to the damn drill era. Oh yeah, guess what else I figured out, y'all? Here's the harsh reality. I want y'all to get this clear. Like y'all see how Jay-Z, all these rappers bringing their records back out? My young boys, check it out. Y'all gonna see now, right? All those streaming rappers that came out, they never had a chance to even put a real record out. All those streaming rappers never even had a chance to hold a real record in their hand. So now you see when I told you all that streaming was really fake. In reality, it was like a hologram. It was. You could be a streaming rapper. You had a buzz online. That shit gone. You could be a streaming rapper. Don't even have the physical record to your album. But did your album really come out? I told you it was all a game. All that streaming money was about people making money off streaming. Tidal, Apple Music. That's what all the streaming was about. You know what that streaming artist meant? They were never going to blow up off the internet anyway. That's what it all meant. Trying to tell you what happened. Know why they stopped mixtapes? When I'm a mixtape dude, they started monetizing mixtapes so you can pay for it on Apple Music, y'all. See, the first corporate hip-hop takeover happened in the 90s. VH1, MTV, videos. 106, that was the first corporate hip-hop takeover. The first one really was East Coast, West Coast, but when it went to those TV deals, that was the corporate takeover for real. The third hip-hop takeover was when it went to streaming. And that's when they created this thing called streaming raps. Because the old rappers wasn't making no money. But the new streaming rappers, y'all got the proof. They were the one doing 1 million streams, 500,000 streams. Made all that money on streaming real quick, shut that down. Meanwhile, those streaming rappers, right? They never had a chance to even get their physical albums. Which means 10 years from now, it's going to be like it never happened. Just like another thing with y'all. When y'all going to miss me with all that little Durk talk, like Lil Durk, let's get this clear, man, because y'all irritate me with Lil Durk too. Lil Durk has never been better than Chief Keef, y'all. Lil Durk has never been more of a boss than Chief Keef. Lil Durk is not more talented than Chief Keef. Not only has Chief Keef been doing all his hits, he's been making his own music. Chief Keef got talent. But see, Chief Keef don't rock with that industry game. That's why he left the ass alone. He let Durk do it. Durk wanted the fame and the clout over Chief Keef. So he ran a Def Jam. He got the industry hype. Durk is industry hype. No, Chief Keef still get that money independent, but my people in Chicago know that. Lil Durk was never over Chief Keef. Chief Keef just don't play industry games, guys. But Chief Keef really got talent. So you're going to see when Chief Keef was winning, they all was running the cheek, swarming his ass. He peeped game like, nah, I'm getting away from these weirdos. Nah. He was young too. So now you see all the Geppetto stories. You're going to see when Chief Keef was all young, they were running all them grown-ups, they were on his ass, right? Because they thought they were going to put Chief Keef in them slave deals and pimp his ass forever. Get it? Chief Keef's like, nah, I ain't doing all that. Hey, y'all call me what you want. So, Lil Durk was never better than Chief Keef, so I don't know what's wrong with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, I just watched them play the whole game up. Lil Durk, all these years. I still check on Sosa. I'm like, he's still doing his thing. He just ain't with all that corporate shit. They be like, Lil Durk. No, Chief Keef smart. He's smarter than all they are. He the goddamn Chicago genius. Bitch showed they dumb ass. I'm gonna be from the street. I'm going to LA. I'm getting away from this street stuff. What Chief Keef started doing, hanging with the nerds, skateboarders, all that other stuff. Chief Keef got a real fan base. He get money regardless. Durk is industry. He tried to build a street persona, but Durk ain't got no goddamn talent. He don't. So let's go. Everybody with that team, they don't got talent, y'all. Cardi B, all of them with that team ain't got no talent. Sorry. They industry people. Let's go. Here go y'all favorite rapper, y'all. Lil Kim. This is Lil Kim 2026. Lil Kim, I'm going to say this is the curse amongst you for what you did to Biggie. That's right. You turned your back on Biggie. You couldn't keep that legacy going. You were smashing Biggie homeboy. This is the curse on you, Lil Kim. That's right. The bad boy legacy is officially over and been over. I don't even know why they still talking about it. Meaning Biggie. Biggie legacy is over. Here go Lil Kim, y'all. I think, man, I think Diddy had a plan to ruin that whole legacy for real. Nope. It's your curse, Lil Kim. Why? Now I'm gonna show y'all something. It ain't about the surgery, y'all. She messed her face up. Look at Dolly Parton. Now guess how old Dolly Parton is, y'all. This is gonna rock your head. She 80 years old. 80. 80 years old. Now looking back at Lil Kim. What the hell happened, y'all? No, I don't feel sorry for Lil Kim at all. They all talk, but they turned against Biggie before it all happened. They did. I mean, even if Lil Kim did, she had the right to. I mean, I assume Biggie probably did treat her like dirt. I think Biggie might have did her wrong. All that fake stuff, that created jealousy, animosity. Also, people could have did that on purpose. How we don't know, Diddy could have did stuff on purpose to break him and Lil Kim up. Put faith on Biggie. Charlie, all these women, you know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, y'all see it clear, y'all? Let's be honest, man. If Biggie and Lil Kim would have been together from day one and just stayed together, man, they might have been the best couple. They might have been, y'all. And they might have made the most music. You also was able to see what, without Biggie, she became nothing. Now, this is the curse of Big on her ass, y'all. It just is what it is. Meaning, everybody that was around Biggie got to get it in their own way. This is what it is. Meaning, Biggie built your career, right, Lil Kim? If it wasn't for Biggie, you wouldn't have a career, right? But you didn't show that. You didn't show that. You never reciprocated since 1997 how much Biggie meant to your career. You never told it to the new generation. You never expressed it. What did I say years ago? What exposed them already a long time ago? You never saw a Biggie tribute. You never got a Big Pun tribute, Bronx. You didn't get a DMX tribute. What's that when the whole Rough Riders come out? Everybody gonna come out. No tributes. It's the reason why certain rappers didn't get no tribute, y'all. Because they wanted their name to die. It's very simple, y'all. All right? Harlem. Do they get Big L tribute? No. His main homeboys, Cam, Mace? No. All right? Because they were lyrical threats. All the lyrical threats that knew about the business, Big L, Tupac, Biggie, it was a problem. Know why? The streets would have took the industry over. And them industry punks ain't like that. Oh, yeah, I was watching that doc too, man. I'll tell you it's all out the bag. Jimmy Henchman was an FBI agent and Haitian Jack were agents. We already know that, but it's out the bag now. They were hip-hop agents. Told you, man, it wasn't that a lot of these guys in hip-hop was tough. The fact is they was never going to jail. That's what made them tough. See, bro, if I got a G-Pass where I'm never going to jail, bro, you know how gangster my rep going to be? But in reality, there's no such thing as a person being gangster with a rep and not going to jail. There's no such thing as that. Because when you're a real gangster with a real rep and you know to really do stuff, the feds on you, they going to get your ass. No such thing, man. Hip-hop had a lot of boogeyman. No, Haitian Jack and them dudes, a lot of them dudes, just like with Zip. All the information out on all of them. They running from coast to coast selling all these drugs, getting arrested, going to jail, keep getting out, keep getting out, keep getting out, keep getting out, keep getting out. Why? Their job was to watch over the rappers. So when Tupac came out about Haitian Jack being with the Fed, it's all, I'm going to just say it's out there. It's not, I mean, we already understood that, but it's proven. It's people online put their paperwork out. I'll leave it at that. Told you, I watch real stuff online. I watch the real stuff. I don't promote it. No, y'all, it's all out there already. Meaning, Lil Kim, you just getting it your way. That's called no loyalty to Big. You will never make money off your face again. Maybe Puffy made sure you ruined your name, likeness, and image. All right, let's go. Now, you see Lil Kim? She about 50. You see Dolly Parton, 30 years older. They both got surgery. Look at Dolly Parton. Look at her. You got it now? All right. The curse of Lil' Kim. It's not even funny, y'all. It ain't even funny. She did it to herself. All right? Now, y'all, check this out. We got the facts now. I made sure I listened to that little song Cardi dropped. When I say I listen to a song, y'all, don't take no more than 10 seconds. Don't take no more than 10 seconds. Yes, y'all, we have Cardi B busted. It's sad. Clone, sad. I take pride in this because I told the world Young Miami had a hit before the world even spoke about it. Cardi B tried to steal her formula, her energy, the vibe of the song, the vibe of the hook. She tried to steal Young Miami vibe for a hit, y'all. I know y'all saw it flooding on Instagram. But what else did you notice? My people on this channel, who was Cardi B down with? You know by now, right? Who was hanging with Offset? All right. They tried, did not tell you the plan was to shut down Young Miami, y'all. Only thing you're watching, y'all, is what they always have done throughout the years. So if you heard those rumors about Aaliyah, I told you it's all starting to show because these idiots will not stop the stuff they're doing. You will clearly see, ever since Young Miami got the standing ovation on BET Awards, and everybody online started saying she got the hit of the summer. Beyonce dropped a song out of nowhere. That goes nowhere. Now Cardi B out. Meanwhile, while this is going on, they take Young Miami. Somehow Young Miami tour stop. Huh? Listen to the song, y'all. Trying to straight clone the whole vibe aura of the song, y'all. Especially the hook. Sad. But Cardi B, let me show you why it's not going to work. It's just not. Because you down with... I don't got nothing against Cardi. She's just down with the wrong people, man. And I've been feeling like they've been sabotaging her career on purpose, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just feel like Cardi B was at a high level, but I feel like she got sabotaged. Ever since they put Offset on her, she been sabotaged, bro. Y'all forget Diddy control Offset, y'all. Quality Control Records, man. Diddy, Young Miami, Offset, get with Cardi B. Y'all going to Atlanta. Keep her ass in Atlanta. Don't let her get that New York clout. Don't let her get the Bronx behind her. Don't let her get New York behind her. Don't let her get that real up north shit. Don't let her get that power. Put her ass down south where she a foreign at. That's what they did to her, y'all. Get away from all her natural people. Get away from her real support. Put her around industry people. That's what they did to Cardi, y'all. They stopped her shine. Now let's go back in history. 2016. I'll never forget that summer. That same summer, Meek Mill got ethered. A little bit after that, Bodak Yellow blow up. Y'all know what happened. Once Cardi B blew up off that, she was the top female rapper. Meaning she was doing her thing, right? Cardi B was going nowhere but up, 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 up. Lately, this whole, I pulled up her pictures from the last 2 years, they've been trying to make Cardi B a straight clown, y'all. The way she dressed. Keep being embarrassed with these relationships. I feel like Rock Nation put her with Stephon Diggs. Because they do those celebrity couple things. What else we know? Man, they being celebrity contract couples. We know that already. You ain't noticed she got embarrassed with Offset. Then she get with Stephon Diggs as a bounce back. But that backfired. He's zesty. See? It's like she being set up to not go forward. Meanwhile, Cardi B, a lot of people I seen all the women love her. But see, women, you see, it's certain punks that run the game. So you can't like Young Miami. You can't like Cardi. You can't like Nicki. You can't like, you can't like them all. Because the way these men run the game now, you got to pick one. Now, back in the day, bro, nobody never had to pick between MC Lyte and Queen Latifah. Did you? Did you? Did you ever have to pick between Lady of Rage or Queen Latifah? No. Did you ever have to pick between Foxy Brown or Gangsta Boo? No. But this era is punks that control it online and they pick who you gonna like. So ladies, y'all got caught up in all this beef. Nicki against CARDI, meanwhile, they both from New York. They both Trinidadian. Why the hell they beefing? You know why they beef? Because if they work together, they'll make too many hits. They work together, they'll make a lot of money. They work together, they get no woman going. Now look at if CARDI and Nicki would have been making albums. See that? Instead of goddamn CARDI and Megan. CARDI and Megan was a what? Rock Nation creation. Meanwhile, Stop Young Miami, that's Diddy bag. Told you, looked to me like Jay-Z and Diddy beefing behind the scenes. Young Miami is Diddy money. Somebody been trying to stop Diddy money, y'all. This it right here. Told y'all. Here's the comments in real time. Haven't heard anyone talk about that Young Miami single in a few weeks now. Bingo. So family, what I said. The week Jay-Z was doing the Yankee Stadium, I said, Young Miami better drop another song quick. Because if she don't, she going to disappear. I said that the weekend Beyonce dropped. Because I knew the plan was to stop her momentum. So what Young Miami had to do was prove she had another banger. And once she proved that, you can't stop her. That's why I told you, I know the game, man. I know this game. They ain't want me to be an A&R. They ain't want me to be a manager. They ain't want me to be a producer, y'all. So I'm telling you, I know this shit. That's why I'm going to tell you what Drake did. That's why Drake did it like that. That's why Drake did it like that. I know they're going to try to stop me. I'm going to drop 3 albums on their ass. If I drop 3 albums, they can't stop all of them. She'll say I got all these songs. Now, Young Miami, she just bust one shot. Wow. See, now look at the billboard. I'm going to show y'all bullets, ammunition, and music. He came out with all his guns blazing. He released all that music. So they couldn't. See, the Young Miami, she just dropped that one hit. You can stop that, y'all. You see what I'm saying? Now, she would have came with another one. Meaning, spin that, caught him off guard. Oh, shit, she got a hit. Damn, we got to stop that. But now she got, while they focused on stopping that, she got another song come out. That's why she wanted to do that feature with Drake. Because she knew that song would have went to another level. But you better get, if she would have did the song with Drake, it would have went big around the world. And they made sure, no. Because, honestly, if Drake would have gotten a feature and it went to the next level, then Young Miami would have been a worldwide global superstar after that. She would have been, y'all. They ain't want that to happen. Now you'll see. Soon as she said she want Drake on that feature, you're going to see what happened quick. Now CARDI got a song trying to sound just like her song. Trying to steer her traffic, y'all. This shit is sad. 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 Very sad, y'all. Meanwhile, Young Miami made the hit of the summer for the ladies, man. Period. Period. I said ladies. Plus, Cardi B's song is like a little kid song. What Cardi B rap about in every song, y'all? Every song, what she rap about, ladies? These bitches this, these bitches that, these hoes, these bitches, these hoes, these bitches. Every song, the same thing. That's why it's corny, y'all. These hoes, Cardi, nobody think about you, man. But hear what they said about you. I ain't do it, Cardi. I did not do this. Hear what they said about you. They're focusing on your BBL. They're also saying your pictures are doctored. And they're talking about you can see your buns hanging all the way down from the back. I didn't do this. This is online. This might be viral. All right? A lot of shit ain't Cardi's fault, y'all. I'm going to tell you. Ever since Cardi been dealing with these people, you're going to see what happened to her, y'all. It's y'all know it's a different Cardi when she first came out. They the same ones got her to go against Nicki. Cardi B never came out beefing with Nicki. Now, if I'm mistaken, when Cardi B was in New York with the gang behind her, I never knew her to go at Nicki back then. So please somebody correct me with this because I'm not sure. Real talk. Did Cardi B start beefing with Nicki before she came out or after she came out? Which one is it? I really would like to know that. Because I'm going to say this. Now, it's different if she came out dissing Nicki for a gimmick and blew up. But if she started dissing Nicki after she already made it, I'm going to say somebody set her up. Why? We know somebody hate that team. Said Meek. They sent, told you, man, they sent Cardi B at Nicki. They sent Megan at Nicki. But before that, they sent Meek Mill at Nicki. What did they do? Try to destroy Nicki's security forces. It's called Art of War. Destroy their security first. Get them beefing with each other. Cause confusion. What Meek Mill do? got Safari away from her. Y'all forget Little Meek was a little fairy that told all the pillow secrets about Safari cheating. Meanwhile, Safari didn't know Meek Mill had set his ass up. Come on, Safari, let's go get these chicks. Meanwhile, Meek Mill filming and snitching. It was him, y'all, that got Safari away. Then you're going to see what happened. After Safari left Nicki, she started going through all this drama and trouble and all this because Safari protected her. Safari kept the fairies away. That's what Safari was for. He kept those fairies away, y'all. But they tricked Nicki to get rid of Safari because it was his punk ass. They targeted Young Money, y'all. They kept talking. All of these fairies, all these dudes, they kept targeting Nicki and Drake because of the charts, man. And y'all won't get Nicki was the end of Beyonce. You got to talk 20 teens to me. That's why Beyonce started having them babies. Nicki shut all that Beyonce stuff down. It was over for a couple years. It just was. What they don't remember, when Nicki came out, when Nicki took over that shit, that's when Jay-Z and Beyonce started making music together on the run. Told you, man, a lot of y'all don't remember nothing. So I think smoking weed made me remember a lot. I think for me it's reverse. Yeah, Young Money has shut everything down, y'all. So when Nicki took over, that's what made Jay-Z and them come together with all that already had to come together. The Drunken Love and all that, they became a group. Nicki had destroyed them already because the Barbie movement, as of now, the Barbie movement was the biggest female hip-hop rap movement ever. Straight up. Meaning a natural, organic fan base. Organic. So that's why I say people confront, but I know, because I watched it, y'all. The same way I watch now, I watched y'all before. Like, I saw how it went down. Like, I saw how Nicki and Drake had everybody happy. Like, I just know it was an era that was about that Young Money. Heavy. So you all can see now, too, y'all, they tried to erase the Young Money era. And if you wasn't around during the Young Money era, you don't get none of this stuff. Because the Young Money era was also the Rich Gang era. Now, Rich Homie Quan dead, but y'all know Rich Homie Quan was making them hits. It was a lot of hits being made. And somebody started coming with the disruption to break everything up, man. So I showed you, right? It's one side make music organically, and the other side only successful from hating. One side sustains of hating on the successful side. See how it worked? But that's when I told them, all that hating y'all trying to do, it ain't gonna work no more. Them days up. Hating on Nicki, where your career at, Cardi? You hated on Nicki, Cardi, where your career at? Megan, where you at? Cardi, Nicki still here. Nicki get money. Nicki got a chance to put a word in for some females, get something done. I don't know. But all that distance where you at, Cardi, still dropping videos on Instagram, huh? All right. You don't get national coverage unless you're doing a shenanigan or gimmick. Other than that, no. We're making that. They survived off dissing Nicki. Let's go back to Kendrick. If Kendrick didn't diss Drake, he wouldn't even have nothing after that. Even though Kendrick didn't have a song at first, Kendrick didn't even have an album out. That whole song, well, he dissed Drake on Metro Boomin's song. That song was Metro Boomin's song featuring Future and Kendrick. Kendrick took that as a chance to diss Drake for clout. That lined up Kendrick's next album that he dropped after that, which would later on lead him to the Super Bowl, which I said Kendrick needed Drake for that whole album rollout. Rick Ross tried to do the same thing. It didn't work. Young Money generates the money. You ain't with him, you got to diss him. But in the end, you see Cardi B, just know the public talking about how they can see something from the back, sagging. We'll leave it at that. You got the proof now, y'all. They try to stop Young Miami. Hey, Fabulous, when we gonna party? This is why Emily B left his ass, y'all. Got him. See that? When I remember I told y'all they were still partying in the 2020s. Bingo. Bingo. This why Emily B left his ass. Then I say, because of Diddy, always hang with Diddy. Fabulous be at the crib. Diddy said, come outside, bro. He just leave. No, Diddy was setting his ass up to lose Emily B. Diddy's a single man. Fabulous had a goddamn girl, about 5 kids. He outside with Diddy. Fabulous, we're going to party. There you go. That's after Diddy said that. Got it now? After he said, we're going to party, they go Fabulous party. Told you, man. Hey, they want Young Miami to come back with that spin that, because that's going to make Diddy look right. I told you they want Diddy to lose, y'all. Somebody want Diddy to lose all around the board. No, man. Now you're going to see Fabulous running with Rock Nation. He wasn't with Rock Nation back then. Now he with Rock Nation. Told you, man, I think that man, Jay-Z, did some slick wizardry. I'm going to line up all Diddy peoples. If y'all going to be with me or against me, I think they all thought Diddy was going to get life in jail. I think during that time, Jay-Z putting everybody in contracts. Y'all going to be with me. And when this shit go down, y'all all going down. Meanwhile, Diddy like this. I don't face redemption. I'm trying to relive back through Young Miami. Because shit, if Young Miami make it, we can start the new label up when I come home. Something like that. Spin that. See Fabulous? So now y'all got the proof of what Diddy do to Fabulous. You got the proof on that. You saw how he treated Fabulous in that damn room. Once again, they were scared like 2 6th graders. They were looking like when the freaky uncle come in the room that touch on them, they always looking like that. We laughed at it already. But we was able to see the fear of Diddy in them. He controlled their ass. And I was able to see they gangster rappers, but they ain't check them. I been knew it was up. I stopped respecting Fabulous when Ray J dissed him. And he didn't respond. And I stopped respecting him and Jada when Diddy came in that room and they were looking shook. That's when I knew, nah, ain't no gangster in them, man, no kind of way. No kind of way. Puff, my man, and all that, I don't give a damn about him. Well, see, this is the power of Puff with those rappers, y'all. Industry contracts, deals. They all know they go against Diddy, their career over with. And he got their ass blackmail. So, see Fabulous spending that all up in Young Miami face. No, y'all. I told you it's a lot of stuff going on behind your back. I give you real content around here, y'all. Unfiltered, agenda-free. See that? This is why Emily B left his ass. So, what common sense? You think Emily B gonna just keep seeing him with Diddy taking pictures on the gram, you with all these chicks? You keep hanging out, leaving me with the kids, all this bullshit. She left his dumb ass, y'all. Fabulous been looking like a clown ever since. He wear Rock Nation hats now, y'all. He's a flunky, y'all. Yo, I can't believe it, man. I cannot believe the first time we ever seen a rapper sign 4 other rappers. Damn. But you also better get, man, they all turned on Diddy, y'all. And I think they've been conspiring to shut down Young Miami. Fabulous, when we gonna party. Tell me somebody need to make a house song to that for the drag queens. Fabulous, when we gonna party. 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 Party. Put that shit in a goddamn drag queen club. That shit'll be hot. Had them voguing to that shit. Fabulous, when we gonna party. Every time I see his face, I'm always gonna think about that. I'm sorry. All right? Because I know now we now know what Diddy mean when he said, well, we gonna party. And did he go to them clubs too? Fabulous. We're going to party. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. We're going to party. That's all I'm ever think. I don't keep it and I never bust a rap. All right, you got it, y'all? So now you got it, right? Diddy is the hit maker, y'all. He is the one that find the talent. Diddy knew that Drake had talent, y'all. That's why Diddy was pissed. When he banged out on Drake, he was mad because Drake left. And Bad Boy flopped after that. Drake, see this picture right here? It's telling you right here. I got the hit makers. We got the whole team. We got everybody. We got Trey. We got Drake. We got Chris Brown. We got Rick. We got Jeezy. We got everybody. We got Fabulous. That was back then, y'all. We got the game. We got this. Don't forget at this time, they still going against Down South. Down South winning, Cash Money, No Limit, 3 6 Mafia. T.I. It's still a game being played. West Coast, they like, we got the game. We got this. We got Drake, the new hit makers. They were spilling themselves, y'all. But see, it didn't pan out that way. Because I assume Drake peep game. These dudes going to pimp me. They're going to have me doing all the work. Now, if it would have went down like this, Drake would have had to do features with Fabulous. He had to work with Jada. He had to work with Joe Budden. They'd have made him work with everybody, y'all. Producing hits. Drake would have left their ass broke just like who? Jim Jones. He'd have been just like Cameron. A whole bunch of glitter, whole bunch of lights, but in the end, nothing. That's how they gonna do you, bro. Because when you with them, you ain't gonna make more money than them. Mind you, they did Drake 2024, right? He already had $250 million before that. He had $250 million. It was about to break Michael Jackson record before the Kendrick beef. And Jay-Z knew that. I'm telling y'all, it's all playing out in hindsight. Think about we in this car, y'all. The power of this internet, y'all. This shit is a magical device, y'all. You can fast forward and rewind time. Now I want you to see this clear. Jay-Z also knew that Drake was coming to break his records. So they thought that Kendrick beef was going to derail his whole freaking career, which means they thought these albums would never come out. He won, y'all. Jay-Z knew he was coming to break them records. Jay-Z knew all that because the real rappers watch the scoreboard. They always know this shit. When you're a real rapper, they check the scoreboard to see what they're out. They just do that throughout the years. Let me see what this album at now. Who's winning right now? That's how the charts are for industry people, y'all. Fans is different. Industry people go strictly by charts. So you could be Jay-Z doing your Billboard checkup because they down with Billboard too. Check in with them. Oh, seeing Drake, his shit getting close to mine. His shit getting close to mine. Already seeing it coming. He's going to wind up passing me. You see what I'm saying? Start making some things happen. So what y'all also better notice with Drake now is he fought through every adversity they threw at him, y'all. He did. Also, I'm going to tell you this. The same thing they try to do with Drake is what they did to Pop. You're going to see the same thing. Pop hanging with New York. Next you know, New York start acting weird. Because they thought they were going to pimp Pop. I tell you, New York is a group, it's a funny place. When they feel like they got that dude, everybody going to get behind them. Like when Tupac was in New York, if you notice now, everybody want to be around Tupac. Because he was winning at that time. That's another thing they don't break down to y'all in that Tupac era. That whole bad boy Tupac era, what always get left out of history is this. That's why y'all are just hilarious, man. That whole Tupac bad boy shit, they never say how Tupac in reality was bigger than all of their ass. Puffy wasn't even Puffy then. Biggie wasn't really Biggie then. They were making New York noise, but goddamn Pop was big off Juice alone by that time. Alone. Because you know Juice was filmed in Harlem. So at this time, Tupac was actually big in New York than the West Coast. But at that time, Tupac was bigger than all of them. Tupac was just a big-ass artist showing them love. They needed Tupac. He didn't need them. Why you think the story of? They wanted features. He didn't need them. He was showing love. He was bigger than them. See, you know what I'm saying? That's what the New York rappers do. Tupac big. They all want to be around Pop. Jimmy Hitchman there. This one there. This one calling. This one pulling up. This one there at the studio. We at the studio. They groupies. Andre Radio. They was all on Pop nuts. That's the truth. He was the hit maker. He was the next one coming out. The hottest one to blow. When they seen Drake, the same thing. What Drake got like Pop? Same work ethic. What else Drake got like Pop? He act like Pop. What he got like Pop? Talent. They know that. Talent means money. What Drake do? Got away from their ass just like Pop. What Kanye do? Get away from their ass just like Pop. Told you, man. You stay with them, you're finished. If Meek Mill would have left their ass, he'd have probably been straight right now. Like if Meek Mill would have left a long time ago, look, Meek Mill messed up when he had that label. When he should have just died. They all got tricked. They didn't understand the game of fulfill your contract and leave. They would fulfill their contract and then start. I'm signing Maybach. Then that contract over, I'm going to start my label, Dream Chasers, through the same company. Hell no. That's why they get jerked. Because that's how they keep you. Don't get. If I'm starting a label, I'm trying to be bigger than Maybach. I fulfill my obligation. I'm doing my own thing. Now, I still work with Maybach. We can still work together, but my business entity is going to be separate for you, Ross. Sorry. They didn't do that, y'all. They still was getting pimped to them damn slave deals. That's what Baby did to Lil Wayne. Yeah, you gonna have your money, Playboy, but Cash Money gonna still eat off that. That's why they had to go to court. Because all that Young Money stuff With Drake and Nicki, Birdman got paid off all that. You see what I'm saying? So Lil Wayne had to go fight to get some of them right. You know what I'm saying? They had to do that because Lil Wayne really got jerked. Now you look at if Young Money would have been somewhere else, that would have been all his money. So that's why I tell y'all with Drake, Drake is smart. What he did is he fulfilled his Young Money contract. Then what he do? Start OVO somewhere else. Meaning OVO ain't gonna do a Young Money. That was all his money from day one. These other rappers didn't do that. That's why they broke. Yeah, they had Dipset record, but that was Dipset, Rockefeller, Def Jam. Meaning a lot of people in that pot. That's why they broke now. Close to head, yeah. Too many hands in the pot. So now y'all got it, right? All these conspiracies have now blew up in their face. Now the facts is the facts. 3 albums put out. Rick Ross only sold 2,000 units, 2,100 to be exact. 19,000 streams to be exact. What are they saying are the facts? Factors like rollout length or his public feud with Drake impacted the numbers. There you got it, y'all. Which means him dissing Drake, he cut himself off from millions of fans. That's it. So once you diss Drake, all Drake fans don't like you, which means you ain't gonna sell no more records. That's it. So the gimmick Rick Ross used, it backfired. 2,000 records sold, independent artists. You can do that right now in your city. All right? You can do that right now in Brooklyn. Somewhere. A Miami rapper, you can sell 2,000 units right now. You can do that in your city. You from Miami, you independent rapper, you can get 20,000 streams right now. I say, man, they ain't doing nothing, y'all. This coming next, y'all. Y'all ready? Who y'all think will win this? It's just BS, I think. I don't think it's real. Honestly, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know, but I'm going to say it ain't real. I know Beyonce ain't doing no challenges. But let me look at this fair. I like to have fun with shit. In reality, I think she'll beat Janet. Yeah, she'll beat Janet. Janet got too many gaps in her music too. But it's some songs Janet got better than her though. But as a whole, I think Beyonce will win. Let's go, y'all. So there you got it, man. What they say right here. Haven't heard anyone talk about that Young Miami single in a few weeks now. Why? Because everybody worked for Jay-Z. That's why. You also got proof on that. So anybody ain't talk about Young Miami, you know who they work for. Also, y'all, I'm going to just give y'all this update for when I said the other day. It is many women being slaughtered. Nobody said nothing. And there's many trans being slaughtered. Ain't nobody saying nothing. So just letting all my Nolan Well people understand. There's a lot of unsolved mysteries out here. And hopefully, y'all will start trying to solve some other cases. See y'all next time. Who up in this joint? Who up in here? Who up this morning on this Saturday? We back. Here go Usher, y'all. Usher want to slob you down, lady. Would you let Usher kiss you in the mouth? Hey, y'all, does Usher not look like a drunk uncle that's a pervert? Now, young ladies, you know, some of y'all know damn well in the hood. You had uncles coming in the house drunk looking like this. He said, come here, girl. Y'all know you saw guys like that at the store. And he said, nephew, let me hold something, nephew. Hey, nephew, I'm just trying to get a beer real quick, nephew. Play my lotto numbers. That's how Usher look now. Usher's out of here, y'all. He's finished. Told you, man. Like, I don't pick on people. I'm just going to tell you when it's over, y'all. He's finished. Usher has lost himself. He's not that guy no more. Okay, ladies. Does he look like a sex symbol to y'all still? All right. He going out bad. Nephew. Let me hold something, nephew. He looked like a nasty pervert on a woman, though. Give me a kiss, baby. Give me a kiss. Look like he just kiss on you for no reason. Just talk. He'd be like, get off me. So now you see why that girl felt like that girl wasn't stupid. He's a creep, y'all. Y'all don't know creep still? They probably creep her out. But I know it's weird because he Usher. But what y'all don't get, guys, Usher was supposed to be the cute young man with talent that can sing and dance. Oh, he's so cute. He can dance like my. That was the young boy. Usher, as a grown man, he did not develop well. That's all this is. Now let's go back in time. Okay, ladies. I mean, some men as they get older, they get their man. You know what I'm saying? Some dudes get older. We might get more official. You know, we might not get a lot of girls young, but we get older, we might start looking better. Grown man, beard on, we start looking official, bro. But in the Usher case, that didn't happen. He looks weird. He looks like he does stuff to people that they don't like. And on top of that, just remember, he has Rice Krispies. That makes it worse. Usher is officially a drunk uncle. Nephew, let me hold something. They go game. A drunk uncle. This how I get up in that ass, nephew. This how I be stroking their ass. Gang got an unk chain. If an unk got money right now, he'll buy that Mercedes-Benz chain. Back in the day, nephew, I had that Benz with the kid on it. That's them, y'all. No, this their generation. When Drake came out, y'all, Usher's career was over. Usher has still not recouped from Drake taking his career. Ever since Drake started singing to those ladies, they ain't want to hear Usher no more. Why you think Usher best song to this day is Caught Up? That's about it. He don't got nothing else. Drake ended all their career, y'all. Drake Meek Mill was hanging with Diddy, y'all. You know what I'm saying? They all was against Drake, but now somehow they don't have a career. And the joke is, Young Miami ain't a rapper, and she got a career, and Little Kim don't. Sing that song now, y'all. I come from Brooklyn. Sing it now. No, that's what she get for going against Biggie. Biggie getting his payback in all his ways. The way it's set up, Miss Wallace did a ritual before she died. Make all of my son friends be broke. Make all my friends' sons suffer. Miss Wallace did that. All right? Lil C's, we're gonna watch his ass be an unk in the end too. We're gonna watch Lil C's be broke. Lil C's ain't even that fool. He has not been able to afford a regular gold chain. No, Little C's is finished. No. Curse on their ass, y'all. Did Little Kim give any Biggie tributes? It's been 30 years now. Nope. Did it ever seem like Biggie was a real priority to Junior Mafia? Even though they made so much money off his name, getting interviews, go to this platform, interviews, documentary interviews. Because Biggie, Death, put money in their pocket for 25 years straight. But I didn't see them give nothing back to Biggie. I didn't see not one Bad Style free concert. I didn't see not one Brooklyn concert in Prospect Park for free. I didn't see no Biggie legacy stuff upheld by her. Even though he wrote the lyrics, it wouldn't be a such thing as her because he's the only one that believed in her. How can you turn your back on the one that believed in you? You got it, y'all. Everybody that did something to Biggie gonna pay. If he did right by them. Here's one of them. Now, you don't believe that? Look at Dolly Parton's face. 80 years old. She's 80. I couldn't believe it. 80. She older than Oprah and Gail. 80 years old. Look at her face. Look at Lil Kim's. So, meaning, I'm saying that because people can't say that's because Lil Kim older. They ain't got nothing to do with it. That was my whole point. That's why I show you Dolly Parton so we can say this ain't about her age. What the hell is up with them eyebrows? I'm going to leave this alone, y'all. I want y'all to see. Now look at Young Miami. All right. You also looking at what, y'all? Lil Kim kept messing with her face, because the word is she messed with her face again. That's what this picture about. I don't know, man. That's her face. She got to live with it. You also see she hides out a lot, and she don't go live on the gram a lot. All right? Meanwhile, I also told you, when they put her at, like, when Cardi B was on tour, she had Little Kim on stage with her. I'm like, man, look like Jay-Z made her do that. And guess what else Jay-Z did? He had Missy on stage with Cardi B. Missy, Lil Kim. He turned Cardi B concert into an old school reunion. Yes, he did. We're going to leave it at that, man. when Cardi B did Jay-Z remix to Imaginary Player, that was your clue, y'all. He okayed that song to happen. He was behind it. Then when everybody started roasting Cardi B for ruining the beat, then Jay-Z re-released the song and the video to it. Because she ruined the song Imaginary Players, y'all. These are facts. It flopped. So like I say, man, if Jay-Z never let Cardi B do that song, I would have never knew they was together. But I put it together later when he was hanging with Offset. Yes, it also looked to me like when Diddy went to jail, Jay-Z tried to take over quality control. Because Diddy always been around Cardi B and Offset, but Jay-Z never was. It just seemed to me like when Diddy went to prison, Jay-Z started hanging with everybody that used to hang with Diddy. Fabulous. You know what I'm saying? Jadakiss. It looked to me like Jay-Z started buying out Diddy's history and his friends and his legacy. That's what I tell you, man. I think when Diddy did not get life, that's a monkey wrench for Jay-Z. I just believe that, man. Because it looked to me like, since Nas, look here, y'all, look, Nas got positive things going on. It just looked to me like Jay-Z is scrambling to maintain his position at the same time. It looked like Jay-Z has officially tried to attach himself to everything that was under Diddy. This is what it looked like to me. If you want to be technical, it looked like to me this whole time Jay-Z been working against Diddy. It looked like that in media now, y'all. It's starting to play out now. It's starting to play out. And the last straw was this Young Miami thing. Cardi B song is in the same vibe, the same energy as Young Miami. And when you hear it, you're going to say Cardi B ain't never been trying to rap like that. Like she ain't never made music like that. But the only thing why it's still Cardi, she still got the same whack-ass rap. Talking about, these bitches be hating on me. These haters, these bitches. She's trying to make a vibe or spin that. Listen to the hook. You going to hear that little singing chorus. But no, y'all. They trying to stop Young Miami momentum. Haven't heard anyone talk about that Young Miami single in a few weeks. So it's starting to look like somebody trying to stop Diddy moves, y'all. Told you this internet exposed them to the end. Check it out. When we looking at all this right here, what we know on this channel, Fabulous always with Diddy. You ain't stupid, smack yourself. Jay-Z had Rock Nation brunches. Did he invite Fabulous there? Did we ever see Fabulous at a Rock Nation brunch? No. When everything was normal, did we ever see Jay-Z and Fabulous hang together? Did we ever see Jay-Z and Fat Joe hang together? Fabulous always been with Diddy. They always hung together. We know that. We went through the whole history of rap. But since Diddy been in jail, did we not been knew Diddy was hanging with Young Miami and Cardi B and Offset? Cardi B and Offset went to Diddy parties 2022. They was hanging with Diddy up into 2022. He took a yacht cruise 2022. Jay-Z wasn't hanging with them. Diddy was hanging with everybody. Diddy was hanging with Lil Baby. Diddy was hanging with everybody, y'all. Gunna. Everybody, not Jay-Z. Jay-Z was in the house. But since Diddy been locked up, Jay-Z been hanging with all Diddy affiliates. That's why I say it looked to me like somebody been trying to take over Diddy's legacy and turn everybody against Diddy. That's why rayj came out and said, no, Diddy, my friend, yo, Jay-Z, why you doing that? I don't appreciate you way to treat my sister. What rayj know? It was Diddy that put Jay-Z on to rayj and Brandy. That's why Tupac did Jay-Z, because Jay-Z was going to Cali and he was around Quincy Jones and Brandy. We know this already. It's just that Jay-Z didn't come out yet, but he was around. Tupac knew the play. So other than that, y'all, let's move on. We're going to get out of here. We're going to get out of here. Y'all enjoy y'all Saturday. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let me shout y'all out. What's up, Angela Dawg? What's up? What's up, Dramatic? What's up, M? Shout out to everybody in the back and everybody catching the replay. Who else up here? Shout out to the new people. What's up, bro? I bought my wife 6 designer bags. Spin that. Spin that came out. What's up, Shirley's? Who else up here? What's up, B Tisdale? What's up, bro? All right, shout out to my people down in Florida, man. Straight up. Oh yeah, I saw in Florida they had a. I saw in Miami yesterday. They had a car show, the donk car show. The donks. But look, check it out. This is what I peeped. Let me make this clear. When I saw Miami, no, Miami still got their South flow going. I'm sorry. Miami still look like Miami. When they was in the hood of Miami with all their cars and shit, I didn't know they were still driving the donks and all that, the 72s and the Chevy. They still had them, y'all. So, y'all, excuse me, in Miami yesterday, I was watching live. They were still on the block car show, the vets, all that out. Paint jobs. No, young man, no, excuse me, I keep saying young Miami because she is Miami, right? But Miami still got their South flow, y'all. Sorry, they do. They were still looking like Miami. They were still looking like Florida. They ain't lose their way down there. Atlanta did. Atlanta did, y'all. Atlanta did. Because, see, when they was in Miami, they stayed all their old school classics like they always drove. And they had the new joints. All the bad chicks outside. What else? What else they forget about Miami? Smack them all, y'all. What they forgot about Florida? Fool, that's the home of the bad chicks booty twerking. Huh? That's the home of that shh. That's why if you see young Miami twerk, pop! Cardi B don't twerk nowhere her level. Cardi B or Megan don't twerk nothing like young Miami, because that's the home of the real twerkers, y'all. Tell you, y'all lame as hell. Miami also, Florida chicks also, they the ones that made the baby hair hairstyle up, the invisible edges. That's them. So understand that part, y'all. Understand that. Miami is the home of the twerkers. The home of that shit. So when I saw them yesterday doing the old school Miami shit, the cars out, all the bad chicks out dancing, I was like, nah, Miami still got they down south swag. Hell no, they still got it. They was in the hood too. Regular shit. Chilling. Balling. I like, nah, Miami still got their shit. Because remember, Miami, this is what they did. They took the attention off Miami and they put it on Atlanta. When they gave Atlanta the clout, that was to take away the stars of Miami. Because they got hip to that. When it comes to this music shit, only people can keep up with New York is Miami and motherfucking Louisiana and Texas. They knew that. Atlanta, they clones. They fools. Miami got their own culture. See? Louisiana got their own culture. Texas got their own culture. The Yankee boys can't top that. See, the New Yorkers got their own. New York got their own culture. But see, Atlanta is everybody. See that? A little bit of Miami, because Atlanta's the home of followers. Not just that. Blacks from all over the world go there. But Atlanta's not a solid place. They don't got real culture, y'all. They culture, that's why their culture became zesty culture. Because that's what they known for. But the cars, the bad chicks, that's Florida, fool. You know what I'm saying? They've been doing that shit since the 80s. I know that for a fact. Painting cars, that's Florida. They started all that. All them piped out BMWs. Al Porter may start that. That come from Miami, y'all. You know what I'm saying? When they started going down south to them beaches, see how them boys down south get down, then New Yorkers got hit with the paint job and the momos and the flakes. No, y'all, that's Miami. So I met real Miami dudes back in the day when I was young, and I saw my own eyes. Because they were getting real money back in the day. They had BMW drop tops. I was a teenager. They had BMW drop tops getting their kid. I knew a dude, he got his daughter picture, her face painted on front of the BMW. He was from Miami. You know what I'm saying? They were getting real money like that back in the day, y'all. So when you heard that saying, Miami boys, they always had that work. And they always controlled Georgia too, because Miami always got more money than goddamn Georgia. You know what I'm saying? But in hip-hop, it's a reason why they take the shine from Miami. And you're going to see they never really wanted young Miami to top Trina. Because they controlled Trina. You know what I'm saying? Rick Ross and them controlled Trina, so they never wanted young Miami to be big. They made it where Florida won't have no big new artists. XX gets slaughtered. So I'm saying city girls get broken up. They don't want Miami to have no big rappers, y'all. It's a reason for all this shit. Texas, like certain place, that's what Luke proved. Luke proved we can get rich whenever we don't need New York. We got this down south booty strip club shit. Luke started that. That's where young Miami them from. Strip club music. Everybody copied their shit. You see? That's what happened. So anyway, we'll get back at it again. Know your black history, man. You know what I'm saying? Miami started the twerking, the strip club culture, painting cars with big ass rims. That's that Florida, Miami shit, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So LA, this LA acting tough, hard, no women around. That's LA shit. Whole bunch of buff dudes with glasses on, acting tough. That's California shit, y'all. You know, in Cali, the dudes stand together, act tough, and they smack the chicks, tell them go back there somewhere. That's how they do it. Everywhere different. You know, Detroit, they players. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, hey, they got bad chicks. They about that player life. It's different. Everywhere different, man. But Cali, no, them dudes about straight gangster acting tough. You go to, look, man, when you go to Miami, they're going to try to prove how good they look, how fresh they are. When you go to Cali, like LA, they just going to try to prove how tough they are, y'all. That's all they're going to do. You know, Detroit, they're going to try to prove how much money they get. They're going to pull out their money on you, fur coats. You know what I'm saying? Balling on you, pulling up. No, Cali, they just going to try to prove how tough they are. The home of beef. Game career based on beef. Kendrick career was just based on beef. Huh? Dr. Dre career based on beef. Ice Cube career based on West Coast based on beef. What Wack 100 do? He beef. That's what he do. The West Coast culture, that is their culture, beefing. So if anybody that's supposed to get paid off beefing, that's the West Coast. That's their shit. To be exact, LA. The Bay don't gotta beef. That's LA shit. They supposed to beef. Other than that, y'all, we gonna get out of here, y'all. They go usher, y'all. Say goodbye to y'all uncle, man. So do you now blame that woman for pushing his ass off? All right. It's called Life After Diddy, man. Usher might be turned out the worst because he was with Diddy the most. Yeah. We out here, y'all. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend. One.